Mr. Speaker, I'd like to take a few minutes to congratulate the completion of the Freedmen's Bureau Records Project. The Freedmen's Bureau was organized by Congress in 1865 at the conclusion of the Civil War. It offered assistance to freed slaves in a variety of ways. The Bureau opened schools to educate the illiterate, it managed hospitals that rationed food and clothing for the destitute, and it even solemnized marriages. And in the process, it gathered priceless handwritten personal information on potentially 4 million African Americans. Due to the work and commitment of over 25,000 volunteers, with the help of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and Family Search International, they've been able to uncover the names and stories of over 1.9 million freed slaves. In some cases, for the very first time, African Americans are able to discover their Civil War-era families through an online and searchable database. I was especially pleased to attend an event yesterday where the newly indexed database of the Freedmen's Bureau Project and their records were delivered to the Smithsonian's new National Museum of African American History and Culture. And if I could just divert for a moment and share a story from this experience from one of the leaders of the museum. And I hope he'll forgive me for stealing his story and repeating it to you. But this gentleman told of how his grandparents passed away when he was very young. He had no memory of his grandparents except for going to his grandmother's house and watching her cook on some old tin cookie sheets. But as he was able to, for the first time, research his own family records, he found the records of one of his ancestors who was a slave, and part of those records was an accounting of money that was paid to her and some of the things that she was able to purchase. And one of them was a line which recorded that she paid 22 cents for a set of tin cookie sheets. And what an emotional moment it was for him to have that connection now with his ancestors that he would not have been able to otherwise. The Freedmen's Bureau Project allows families to discover their ancestors. It allows them to connect with them. It allows them to see the heroes among their ancestors that so many of them have. I would like to congratulate and thank the thousands of volunteers who sacrificed their time in this wonderful project. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back.